What is out? I just got myself in my chair. What is up, everybody? It is Doogie, and ah, man, that hurt. Hope everyone's having a great, horrific Saturday night. Yeah, I said 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, but well, had to take care of a few things, and now it's 10:25 Mountain Standard Time. I really look at that. Look at that. It's horrific. Now I'm bleeding to death right here on live. And if you're wondering exactly what you are listening to in the background, it's one of the all-time great horror movies, Scream, the original Scream I had playing. So, yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? Everybody, right now, subscribe, hit the like button, and tell me what's your favorite horror movie of 2024 so far. Because right now, nothing has come close to Late Night with the Devil for me. Now, Late Night with the Devil, I was able to see in the theater at an old theater, where like the original old popcorn machines, and you went down into the theater and the whole curtain was there. Then when it started, the curtain opened. You watched a movie, and after it was done, the curtain came closing in again. It was a great, damn, that is loud. It was a great, great experience. And since then, unfortunately, the theater has been closed down. They recently had their last weekend of movies, I think last weekend. And so it was sad to see, but I was able to see that movie in the theater. And it was pretty cool because, like, it was, in the 70s, and the whole theater, the whole vibe, everything was about like the 70s. So it was great. It was a great time. But let's go over here. I haven't been live on here in a very, very long time. And it's been a ride, doing this show. As long as I've been doing it, it's been a great time. A great, great time. But tell me, yeah, so Late Night with the Devil was really, really good. The Dark and the Wicked. See, now when I do my reviews, I do them whether or not they're a brand new movie, an older movie, you know what I'm saying? So, like when I say, oh, best of the year, it's just what I have watched physically in the year of 2023. Okay, so that is really damn loud. I'm going to turn that down. Give me 1 second. All right. Now that I have that finished, here we go. So, but yeah, Late Night with the Devil is really good. I got some other ones I've recently watched that I haven't done a review on yet. I don't want to speak on those, but let's just go with some of the ones who I thought were MDKs this year. Now, if you've watched my show, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say MDK. Okay, do you? MDKs. Come on now. I have a rating system when it comes to movies. All right. M, Murder, which is a bad horror movie, which I just did not like. MD, Murder, Death, is a decent horror movie. One that was okay. Maybe I'll watch it again. It was good. It was decent, But then there's the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. The North Star, if you will. The best of the best. MDK, Murder, Death, Kill. That is the one that like I love. I got scared, and I'll definitely watch it again. Now, I've had quite a few of those recently on my show. Um, but some MDKs that we've had was the Meg 2, The Trench. I don't care what you say. Getting terrorized by a megalodon underwater, that's horrific. I don't care if it's Jason Statham or not. It's more of a sci-fi horror. You got to count it. It's part of the horror community. And it was good. Very good. And also, what else do we have there? The Dark and the Wicked, which I talked about. And that was, oh my gosh, insane. That's a great movie on Shudder. You got to check that one out. But then, some MDKs later, we have He's Out There, which is really good. Um, the Toy Box, which really surprised me, which was really, really good. The Shrine, which was awesome. I love The Shrine. I'd never heard of it before, and I watched that, and holy crap, it was great. But Laying Out with the Devil, like I said, has been the number one for me this year. Let's see what else we got here. Husk. Husk, which came out a while ago, I never watched before, and that was really good. And if anybody, anytime, needs to ask me what these movies are about or whatever, just comment, message, and I'll get back to you on it. The Spore scared the crap out of me. I loved The Spore. It was really good. That is on Tubi. If you want to watch a movie about a virus that kills people, just watch it. It's crazy. You definitely want to watch The Spore. We Are Still Here is really good. Demonic with Frank Grillo is really good. I was surprised I liked it that much. But a lot of other movies like The Hive I like, The Facility, and more recently the ones I just reviewed was Stop Motion, which was insanely awesome, and Infested. Those movies were absolutely great. But yeah, so I got some other ones that I've watched recently, and I will be doing more videos on those. But yeah, but of course, all time favorite horror movie for me is the original Halloween, which you have the little picture of Michael Myers right there. Yeah, he's the all time for me. And now that the fact that they're coming out with a TV show centered around my Halloween, oh, I cannot wait. They're doing that with a lot of horror movies now. I mean, like icons from started back in the 70s, early 80s. You have the Halloween one, which they're doing. They're doing a Freddy Krueger one called Fred with DJ Qualls as Freddy Krueger. Are you kidding me? That one. I keep hearing things about Crystal Lake, but I hear they're doing it. I hear they're not doing it. So who the hell knows? And of course, Chucky has his own, Child's Play. They've been on Peacock doing their thing for past 3 seasons. So looks like that's where the old icons are going to TV, which they should probably do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre TV show. Could you imagine that? Leatherface, on TV. It's good stuff right there. They should definitely do that. So, my horror peeps, yes, I've been doing this show now for almost 4 years. And, I am trying to figure out things to do to grow my channel because I really, really want this thing to explode and grow because I love horror movies and I love giving my opinions about horror movies out there. And I want you guys to see my reviews, and hopefully go watch some of these movies or avoid some of them if they're M's, Itsy Bitsy, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, Centigrade. Those are some of the Project Ithaca. Ugh. Those are some of the ones you should avoid, period. But, I love doing it. I'm not gonna stop because it seems like right now it's kind of like stagnant. Like I'm at a point where it's just like, what else can I do? I mean, obviously it's very basic, and that's probably why, probably why I'm not growing as much as I want to. But at the same time, it's just like, what? Okay, why? Okay, all right, be down there 1 second. All right, be right back. So yeah, thank you for whoever disliked that. It's awesome. Oh, come back. Damn it. I appreciate the like. But yeah, so that's what's happening. I will be right back, okay? Just don't go anywhere. Look at my horror stuff, and I will be right back. So now that I was all taken care of, sorry, I had a little family thing to take care of. That's what happens when, you love horror movies and you're a father and you got things you got to take care of. What can you do, right? So, but yeah, I did have one person in here, and well, hey, and that's okay. You know what? Because they liked it. I appreciate the like. Um, where was I? I don't even remember. I don't remember a damn thing where I was. So let's just talk about everything else going on in the horror movie world. Since I have Scream on the TV, let's talk about ourselves a little Scream 6 and 7. Craziness what happened in between, these two. Lost the two main characters from Scream 5 and 6. Sydney's back in Scream 7. Will it be good? That is the question. Will Scream 7 be good without the last two main characters of these movies? Now, the only way I can see this returning and be good is if, they have to explain the exit of the two other main characters. Damn it. That was quick. You have to explain why they're not there. If they're under, if they're in Arizona, being protected by police, whatever. Maybe. But for me, I love the whole Scream franchise, and I truly believe that the Ghostface killer in Scream 7 needs to be the returning Stu Macher as Ghostface. Truly. I believe that we've had Billy come back the past, haunting or, like very strange. He's back. But you throw a TV on somebody, did he actually perish? Or did he? See, on YouTube, I don't know if you can say the K word. So I use my own. I say expire. If you ever watch my videos, I'll be like, oh, he expired, or he likes to expire. You know what I mean? So did Stu Macher expire at the end of Scream 1? I don't know. Would a TV being thrown on somebody kill him? I mean, expire him? Damn it, I just did it. Who knows? But we will see what happens. Also, this summer, a brand new Alien movie is coming out. Oh, my goodness. Alien Romulus looks crazy good. Like, amazingly good. Like, it looks like it just spawned from Alien or Aliens. Like, forget about Alien 3. Forget about Alien vs. Predator, all those. Forget about Prometheus. I haven't even seen Alien Covenant. This looks like it's direct from Alien or Aliens. It looks scary as hell, and I'm for it. Like, I want to go see a scary alien movie. Like, I remember I saw Prometheus in the theater, and it was good. It just wasn't really that scary, or at least to me anyway. This looks like I'm going to shit myself. It looks scary as hell. I can't wait. And hopefully they decide to do another Predator movie from Prey. Because Prey was really good. Like, Prey was one of my favorite horror movies of, was it last year or the year before? But no, they just reinvented the whole Predator career pretty much. Because, I mean, I like the Predator movies. Predator with Arnold, classic. Get to the chopper. Arnold is just awesome. Predator 1 is still the best one. I ain't got time to bleed. Like, come on now. Predator 2 with Danny Glover was a good entry. It just wasn't as good as Predator. And then for a while, there was nothing nothing involving Predator for a long time. And then came, was it Predators, where they kidnapped the people from Earth and brought them to their planet? I think so. That was next. And then Alien versus Predator, Aliens versus Predator, and then The Predator. That was a good entry too. That was really good. I enjoyed that. But then Prey came and just blew everything else out of the water. I loved Prey. Prey was so good. So I heard that they just are in the beginning talks of doing a Prey 2, which I really hope they do, because Prey 2 is going to be amazing. Hell yeah. People ask me, favorite horror movie. Obviously, it's Halloween. It's Michael Myers. It's my favorite. And then they ask me what my favorite movie is of all time. My favorite all-time movie happens to be a sci-fi horror movie, which nobody really says this movie is a horror movie. But you got to think, the original of this movie was The Terminator. And that was straight up horror. You got this machine coming to try and kill. It wasn't, it was sci-fi a little bit. Sci-fi horror, fine. Sci-fi horror. It's like Alien is, Aliens, Predator, it's all sci-fi horror. Event Horizon. What else is out there that's sci-fi horror? There's a lot. Pandorum is a good one, another good example. But my favorite movie of all time is Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and you're going to say that is not a horror movie. And for me, it is not a horror movie, but it has the same things as the original Terminator. Cyborg or robot trying to kill. This time, it's trying to kill a child. So if a robot from the future is trying to kill a child, it's kind of horrific in a way. Not for me, because for me, it was just like a sci-fi action movie. I loved it. But you have to have it in that category. Because you have the original Alien, scary as shit. One of the greatest movies of all time. One of the greatest horror movies of all time, excuse me. And then you had Aliens. And that was, the bar was set with Alien, but Aliens came in and it was like whole shitload of aliens. You got Marines with guns. It was a sci-fi horror action movie. It really was. And that's where Terminator 2 comes in. It's the exact same thing. Sci-fi horror action. Terminator 2. Hell yeah. And then after Terminator 2 came out, it was a long time before Terminator 3 came out, Rise of the Machines. And at that point, it is not horror at all. They kind of got away from it, and it's just sci-fi action. And it's been that ever since. I think that's why they've kind of gone down in quality of the Terminator movies, because after Rise of the Machines came Terminator Salvation with Christian Bale playing John Connor, where it was just set in the future, which I loved that fact. I love the fact that it was just at the beginning of, not beginning, but we didn't have the lasers yet, the laser guns, no time travel, not yet, but it was a good entry into the series, and it didn't make enough money, but they should have finished that trilogy because that would have been great. Then came Terminator Genesis, which has to be like a parallel universe, because you had Arnold, who was there in 84 and in 84 as an old Terminator. So it's just like, what the fuck's going on? Different Sarah Connors, different Kyle Reese's. John Connor was a Terminator. It's just like, that was a whole weird. They tried to restart it. There was too much involved. And then came Terminator Dark Fate, which was a direct sequel to Terminator 2. And, you know, Linda Hamilton coming back as Sarah Connor was awesome. I loved it. The whole new entry was really good. The fact that John Connor had to die in the beginning after the whole Terminator 2 thing, I can see where they were going with it. It's kind of like when you've been through so much of Terminator, and it's just like John Connor is the leader of the Resistance, and he is the one to defeat the machines in the future. But you kill him in your latest 2 movies. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, Genesis. He became a fucking robot. Dark Fate. Kill as a child. I mean, I see where Dark Fate was going, where it's like not one person is labeled as the one, and it could be anybody. So I get it to a point. But Terminator 2 and even Terminator 3, where John Connor had to live, I think those were the 2 favorites of mine personally. I mean, Terminator set the stage. Sarah Connor versus the Terminator. I get that. And that was a great movie. Terminator 2 and 3 set the stage for John Connor being the savior of mankind. Even Terminator Salvation, really, if you think about it. But then came Genesis and Dark Fate and totally erased the whole fucking thing. Was not a fan of that part. Can't kill John Connor. Kill Sarah Connor. Can't kill John Connor if he's the leader of humanity who wins against the machines. Can't do it. Oh, excuse me. But that is my rant on the Terminator franchise. Let me talk about Halloween. Now, see, Halloween has had ups and fucking downs, and ups and downs and ups and downs and everything in that series. And there has been 11 movies? 11 movies or so, and Terminator. I'm off that. Halloween, the last 3 entries by David Gordon Green. That trilogy was spawned from the exact events of I keep saying Terminator, Halloween 1. They retconned everything between 2 all the way to the end, right before the new Halloween movie. And that was a good idea. I loved it. The new trilogy was great. Halloween was really good. Halloween Kills for me was insane. Where the whole damn community came in and were beating the hell out of Michael Myers, and then he just came back and killed everybody, expired everybody. Oh, that was awesome. He was expiring people left and right. And then came the ill-fated Halloween Ends. A lot of people did not like Halloween Ends. And I see where the director was going with this, where anybody can become that person. I get it. I do. But, big but, this movie was billed as the final confrontation between Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. And that didn't happen until the last 3 or 4 minutes of the movie. And the fact that this whole time this new killer was going around pretending to be Michael Myers, I think cheapened the movie a little bit. Now, he could have done that on his own in a spin-off of Halloween. You know what I mean? That could have happened. I wouldn't have been opposed to that. But the fact that like he manhandled Michael Myers, number one, was what the fuck is going on? Michael Myers finally can't do anything. He's old, which is fine. But then he kills him anyway. Well, breakage of the neck, and that's it. You're done. And then they'll go through a meat grinder or the metal shredder. You know, I think for me, the best ending could have been when they were throwing Michael into the metal shredder. He grabbed onto the lorry and dragged her into it with him. That would have been fucking amazing. That would have been historic. Like they're both going through the meat shredder together, and then that story's done. They're both dead, expired for real. That would have been an ending that nobody would have expected, and that would have turned that whole movie around. Could you imagine? That would have been great. I mean, you're like, oh my God, after all of this, she's dead too. But, oh, could you imagine? Oh, my goodness. That would have been great. So, what's going to happen in this new TV series with Halloween? Who knows? All I do know is it better be damn good, and I'm going to watch it all. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this movie or TV show. And then they're doing apparently a TV show on Freddy called Fred with DJ Qualls as Freddy Krueger. Holy shit. It's going to be awesome. And then the everlasting, who the hell knows what's going on with Jason. Peacock was supposed to do a TV show called Crystal Lake. Then they're not doing it. Then they're doing it. And then they're not doing it. So who the hell knows? All I know is that they better get together and do it. But yeah, it looks like all the old icons are all going to the small screen now instead of the big screen. Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Chucky already has his own TV show. And if they get their shit together, Jason's going to follow the suit. And the only other one I can think of that should have his own TV show is Leatherface. Have a Texas Chainsaw Massacre TV show? Oh, my goodness. That'd be great. Be kick-ass, actually, if you ask me. But yeah. That's where my mind is at right now. I know I've been talking about TV shows and horror movie icons, and we talked about Scream a little bit earlier. And then before that, Late Night with the Devil, and what other movies are coming out this year, like A Violent Nature, In a Violent Nature, which I am dying to see. I cannot wait. I think it's debuting on Shudder in July at some point, so I'll be waiting for that. But there are a lot of good movies out there. I have two. My next review is going to be insane because, like, I watched these two movies and I love them both. But I am not going to tell you what they are. You are going to have to watch yourself my next review. Okay. And like I have like a stockpile of movies I have watched that I just not have done a review yet. So stick with me. I am Doogie. This is Doogie's Horror Den. And I just wanted to come on here for about a half hour or so and talk to you and say that I'll be going live at least once a week going forward because it's, you know, like I said, I'm kind of like at a stagnant point where I'm like, I'm not getting any extra followers and I got to do something and I haven't gone live in a while. So I'm going to be doing that weekly. And then hopefully you'll see some changes coming up soon and we're going to grow together. So everybody who watches this, share it with everybody. Go to my page, grab a review that is great, that you think is great anyway, and share it with everybody you know. And let's get it out there because, you know, the horror community needs you and I need you. Horror peeps, I am Doogie. Thank you so much for watching. This is Doogie's Horror Den. And before I go, okay, I just want to say thank you for everybody who does watch and who has been there. I don't think anybody is in here now watching this, has been there since the beginning. But if you have, cheers. And if you have not and you're here now, cheers. And if you find this by accident and you like it, cheers. You know what? I love horror movies, horror TV shows. We just touched the surface at this live here. And the more we talk, the more we go live. We'll talk more about everything in the world that is horror. Until next time, everybody. I love y'all. Cheers. Let's do this for you. Mm-hmm. A little skull glass. So right now, watch a horror movie and tell me which one it was. Because if it's one that I haven't seen, I want to watch it and review it on here. So, my horror peeps, I am Doogie. Watch a horror movie. What's it going to do? Scare you?